Well, tonight we revisit New York State Prison Superintendents as we wait for a report from the Inspector General on the free state cars those superintendents and other corrections administrators are provided with. There is also the issue of housing. Nice big homes that the superintendents are allowed to live in at little or no cost. And they pay no property taxes, and you paid for it.
Real estate agents like to say that the value of a home is based on three things: location, location, location.
Forget that. In New York State, it's position, position, position. If you are a state police superintendent, real estate can be real sweet. What few records that can be compiled show prison superintendents with six-figure salaries and taxpayer-funded cars living in luxurious state-owned homes at very low cost. Should prison superintendents be living in luxury on the taxpayer's dime?
I don't believe so, and I think the state is doing an awful job of keeping track of this free housing.
Senator Jeff Klein has been investigating waste in the state prison system, and so too has NYSCOBA, the union that represents correctional officers.
We're not looking at, a double wide sitting in the middle of a cornfield. I mean, as you can see, these are manicured, kept homes. They're right on. Some of them are on the ground. Some of them are actually off the ground. So it's not like they're within the facility themselves.
Here are some of the houses in question. Beautiful properties on and off prison grounds. Senator Klein is right. It is tough keeping track of who's paying what for these. Here's what we know. At nearby COXSACKIE prison, the superintendent lives in a 3,700 square foot house. Klein estimates the superintendent pays just a few hundred a month for this spacious home and no property tax. Check out this lakeside home at the specialized WILLARD prison. Here's the view. The superintendent's home at FISHKILL Correctional looks like it's on a country club. Superintendents at Gowanda and Auburn have stately brick homes on idyllic streets right in the middle of town.
Right now, superintendents get paid anywhere from $150,000 to $175,000 a year for a superintendent of prison. To turn around now and give them either free or reduced rent in luxury housing is ludicrous.
It's not just Democrats blasting this housing. Republican Senator Michael Nozzolio chairs the Senate Crime Victims Crime and Correction Committee.
Every aspect of state spending is under scrutiny now. What was status quo in the past can't be in the future. All aspects of state funding, whether they're individual salaries, whether they're individual items, whether they're individual perks, need review. We are proposing consolidation of prison superintendents. We believe that all the perks that go along with those superintendents would be consolidated as well.
And thanks to this 2008 Correctional Services memo we obtained, it may not be just superintendents. This says that first deputy superintendents and deputy superintendents are also eligible for the state-owned, taxpayer-funded housing.
We're all asking taxpayers around the state to tighten their belt, do more with less. I think the State Department of Corrections has to do the same.
As Senator Klein said, we don't really have many numbers. The Department of Correctional Services was going to release some of the numbers on just what the superintendents do pay a month for their houses. It's believed to be in the low hundreds with no property taxes again, but then they decided not to provide those numbers or any statements, saying that it couldn't because of the ongoing investigation by the State Inspector General. Again, a probe that involves the use of state vehicles by corrections administrators.